From a $5 TIE Advanced Polybag to a $150 Mandalorian and Grogu playset, these LEGO Star Wars sets coming out in 2026 are bringing us the biggest January wave in years, plus over 20 rumored releases throughout the first half alone. If you're ready to see what's hitting the shelves next year, smash that like button. January 2026 marks the return of LEGO going big right out of the gate. 10 sets dropping simultaneously. That's unprecedented in recent memory. Set 30727, a TIE Advanced Polybag. Starting with something nobody predicted, a TIE Advanced Polybag for just $5. This 68-piece mini build showcases Darth Vader's personal starfighter in affordable form. LEGO rarely gives us Imperial polybags, especially featuring such an iconic ship from A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. Why does this matter? When LEGO releases polybag versions, they're often building hype for bigger releases. We might be looking at a UCS TIE Advance from May the 4th celebrations. The timing feels deliberate, especially with the full-size TIE Advance playset also hitting January shelves. This could be your budget-friendly taste of what's coming later. Set 75421, Darth Vader's TIE Advance playset. The full-size Imperial playset brings serious questions about value. $70 for 473 pieces. You're looking at rough price per piece math. However, the rumored smart brick technology could justify the premium. LEGO's been experimenting with interactive elements. Imagine your TIE Advance lighting up and making authentic sound effects during play. Speculation points to this being the TIE Avenger from Andor Season 2. If accurate, we could see range troopers, Cassian Andor himself, or other show-specific minifigures. The piece count concerns me, but compared to that overpriced TIE Bomber from recent years, $70 doesn't feel completely unreasonable. The smart brick feature needs to deliver though, otherwise this becomes another overpriced disappointment. Set 75423, Luke's Red 5 X-Wing. Now we hit truly controversial territory. A $100 X-Wing with only 484 pieces represents everything wrong with LEGO's current pricing strategy. That's literally double what the 2021 X-Wing cost. And we're not even reaching 600 pieces here. The math is brutal, and that smart brick technology better be revolutionary to justify this price jump. The silver lining here, this price range opens wild possibilities for what a $100 Rebellion set could include. A proper Hoth playset could be incredible, especially since LEGO just redesigned the Snowspeeder windscreen piece. We haven't seen a decent Echo-based door since 2026, and pairing this with existing UCS AT-AT makes perfect thematic sense. An Endor bunker could work alternatively, but at this price point, it might feel cramped compared to what fans expect. Set 75436, Mandalorian and Grogu speeder bike. Wait, $10 set? That's not a microfighter or brickheads? We haven't seen this approach in nearly a decade. This 58-piece speeder bike comes with Mando and Grogu, but the real headline is the minifigure choice. We're getting the exact same Mando from the $600 UCS Razor Crest. If you missed that expensive UCS set, this represents your golden ticket to that exclusive Season 1 figure. The set likely recreates the scene from the very first Mandalorian episode where he discovers Grogu, similar to 2019's Trouble on Tatooine approach. The build itself might feel basic, with only around 50 pieces after counting for minifigures and accessories, but those characters make this an absolute steal for most collectors. UCS collectors might feel stung seeing their exclusive figure available for $10, but this democratizes access to a character many fans wanted but couldn't afford in that premium set. Set 75437, Cobb Vanth vs. Cad Bane. Moving into stranger territory, we've got Cobb Vanth's speeder featuring his showdown with Cad Bane. Initially rumored at $30, recent intel suggests $35, a $5 bump that makes the value even rougher. At 207 pieces, you're paying premium prices for what's essentially a mid-sized build. This timing feels bizarre too. The Book of Boba Fett content dropping 4 years after the show aired. The minifigure could save this set though. Cobb Vanth in Boba Fett armor represents something fans have wanted forever. even if it's not screen accurate to their duel. The real excitement, though, comes from potentially getting an updated Cad Bane with his live-action appearance instead of reusing that Bad Batch animated style figure. Multiple reliable leakers have confirmed this one despite initial skepticism, so it's definitely happening. The build should include Cobb's speeder, plus some scenery from their duel location given the piece count. Set 75440, MIDI scale AT-AT. This $60 AT-AT represents something bigger than just another display set. At 525 pieces with an 18+ age rating, this proves that LEGO's expanding their Starship collection beyond just ships. We could see tanks, speeders, walkers, and all sorts of vehicles getting the MIDI treatment now. The rebrand to Starship Collection initially made fans think ground vehicles were off the table. This AT-AT proves that limitation was just in our heads. The piece count suggests a relatively straightforward build, but for desk display purposes, this could be perfect. I'm hoping we get a tiny snowspeeder wrapped around it with cables, similar to that awesome 2003 mini version. This simultaneous release alongside a rumored full-scale AT-AT for the Mandalorian movie feels odd timing-wise, but LEGO's done this before with multiple Slave One versions on shelves together. Set 75441, MIDI scale Venator. Finally, an $80 Venator for the display collection that should have happened years ago during the Revenge of the Sith anniversary. Better late than never, I guess, and at 643 pieces, this should look substantial enough to impress next to your Invisible Hand from 2024. The critical question is which version we're getting. The Revenge of the Sith style with gray bridge sections would match the Invisible Hand perfectly and represent that crucial opening battle. The Clone Wars animated style with red bridges would feel less authentic for movie display purposes. LEGO's track record suggests they'll go with the more recognizable movie version. LEGO releasing this immediately after the similar-looking Acclamator feels strange strategically. Both ships share very similar profiles, and the Acclamator should still be readily available. However, Venator demand has been consistently high since the Invisible Hand released, so they're probably responding to fan requests. Set 75443. Grogu's Homestead. This $20 buildable Grogu targets younger fans with its 4+ age rating and 107 pieces. The pricing isn't terrible for that demographic, but let's acknowledge reality. This is our third buildable Grogu option. The novelty is definitely wearing thin, even if it makes business sense with the upcoming movie. This set makes sense as a small hut or homestead environment rather than just another standalone Grogu figure. 4-year-olds love Baby Yoda, and parents love sets under $25. This checks both boxes efficiently, but don't expect hardcore adult fans to get excited about another Grogu build when we've already got multiple versions available. Set 75448. Clone Shock Trooper mech. The $15 price point immediately raises flags. Recent mechs have consistently been $16 to $18, suggesting either this rumor is wrong or LEGO's adjusting prices downward. More frustrating than pricing is the character choice itself. We could have had Commander Cody, Captain Rex, or Commander Fox, or literally any clone we haven't seen recently. However, this marks the first Clone Trooper mech, which should genuinely excite prequel fans. The problem comes down to execution though. That Shock Trooper helmet mold has been disappointing fans for years with its inaccurate proportions and poor printing. Unless they've completely redesigned it, this becomes just another mediocre clone figure. The value proposition feels weak too. $15 for one figure when the current $30 battle pack gives you 4 troopers including a Shock Trooper seems like poor math. However, if this opens the door for future clone commander mechs, imagine a Commander Cody mech making that expensive figure accessible. Then it serves a valuable purpose. Set 75449, Siege of Mandalore Battle Pack. This battle pack carries serious potential despite jumping from the old $20 price point to a rumored $23 price. 2 332nd Troopers and 2 Mandalorians could be amazing if LEGO executes the figures properly. The 332nd Troopers from 2023's Battle Pack disappointed fans with poor helmet printing and proportions, so redemption is definitely needed here. The real excitement though focuses on those 2 Darth Maul Mandalorians we haven't seen since 2013. Over 10 years later, updated versions with leg printing and modern building techniques could make these instant fan favorites. LEGO's clearly banking on collectors wanting to army build these Super Commandos, and they're probably right, given the secondary market prices on the 2013 versions. The build remains mysterious. It won't be another Swamp Speeder or ATRT since we've gotten those recently. Possibly some Mandalore scenery or rockwork similar to recent battle packs. The choice to include more 332nd Troopers feels like LEGO potentially clearing excess inventory from the poorly received 2023 release. Set 75452, Buildable BB-8. This $90 BB-8 with only 569 pieces raises serious value questions. The 2017 Buildable BB-8 had over 1,200 pieces, making this new version literally half the size. Fitting into the current buildable droid collection with R2-D2, C-3PO, and Chopper makes thematic sense, but the execution concerns me. The timing surprises me too. This wasn't released during 2025's Force Awakens anniversary year, when it would have made perfect promotional sense. Nearly $100 for less than 600 pieces creates a scary comparison with the $100 buildable R2-D2. This BB-8 is going to look tiny and overpriced, sitting next to that droid. We could have gotten so many cooler options: a buildable super battle droid, commando droid, or even Obi-Wan specific astromech from the prequels. Any of these would generate more excitement than another BB-8 most fans didn't specifically request. March 1st, 2026, the Mystery Month. March brings us 5 completely unknown sets, plus another anniversary polybag. The variety in pricing suggests LEGO's targeting different market segments simultaneously. Set 30728, Mystery Polybag. A second polybag for 2026 feels very unusual. Most years see one maximum. This $5 6+ rated release could reference the rumored May UCS set, or potentially be an X-Wing polybag to complement the TIE Advance. The timing suggests either movie tie-in content or setup for spring releases. Alternatively, this could be prequel-oriented, hinting at potential Clone Wars content later in the year. The 6+ age rating keeps it accessible, while the March timing avoids competing directly with January's wave. Set 75420, $40 mystery set. This 6+ set at $40 screams battle pack potential. The rumored Wolf Pack battle pack could fit perfectly here. Commander Wolf and his troops in proper 4-figure format could generate massive excitement. Wolfpack clones represent one of the last major clone units without modern representation. Alternatively, this could be a mega battle pack for Rogue One's anniversary. 4 Shore Troopers, 2 Death Troopers, or a mix of Imperial Specialists would address the secondary market prices on those figures. Rogue One troops are incredibly expensive right now, making any official release valuable. Set 75422, $70 mystery set. At $70 with an 8+ rating, this suggests either a solid playset or medium starfighter. A new B-Wing would complement recent TIE Fighter releases perfectly. We haven't had an updated B-Wing in years, and the design deserves modern building techniques. For Rogue One anniversary content, this price could support a Scarif bunker with multiple levels and detailed interiors. Alternatively, a TIE Reaper would bring that unique ship design to modern LEGO form for the first time in years. Set 75424, $50 mystery set. The $50 price with 7+ rating suggests another starfighter option. A new A-Wing feels likely. The current version needs updating with modern techniques and better proportions. Alternatively, this could house some other Rogue One vehicle or even an updated Y-Wing variant. The pricing feels premium for what's typically a smaller ship category, suggesting either larger scale or premium features like detailed interiors or extensive minifigure collection. Set 75425, $80 mystery set. $80 with 8+ rating screams major playset potential. This budget should support 500 to 600 pieces minimum, allowing for substantial builds with multiple rooms or areas. For Rogue One content, this could be a proper Scarif base with command center, hangar bay, and multiple trooper varieties. Alternatively, this price point could support major prequel content. Imagine a proper Jedi Temple chamber, Coruscant landing platform, or even Camino facility. The possibilities are extensive at this budget level. May 1st. Adult display focus. May traditionally brings us May the 4th celebration sets, and 2026 seems focused on premium adult display pieces. rather than a traditional UCS release. Set 75438, Yoda Bust. LEGO's first Star Wars bust collection launches with this $50 Yoda featuring 399 pieces. Busts represent tricky territory. They either look incredible or absolutely terrible with minimal middle ground. Recent LEGO techniques give me hope though that this could genuinely impress, especially with Yoda's distinctive features. The piece count seems reasonable for the price, and including a minifigure as rumored adds value for collectors wanting both display options. This establishes the foundation for what could become a major new subline if executed properly. Set 75439, Darth Vader Bust. The Vader Bust costs $60 despite having 50 fewer pieces than Yoda. Pure character popularity pricing in action here. Vader merchandise always commands premium prices because it sells consistently. The reduced piece count might indicate larger specialty elements or extensive printing pieces that justify the cost difference. If LEGO nails the helmet sculpting with modern building techniques, this could anchor many adult collections. Vader's iconic silhouette should translate beautifully to LEGO form, and the bust format allows for detail impossible in minifigure scale. Set 75444. The $45 Clone Mystery. This set immediately creates alarm with its $45 price and 297 pieces, matching the existing 327th Battle Pack exactly. If this represents another premium clone battle pack, it's almost certainly Wolf Pack focused since they haven't received modern treatment. Commander Wolf represents one of the last major clone commanders without current availability. At $45, a battle pack feels overpriced, but if it includes Wolf plus 3 or 4 Wolfpack troopers with updated helmet designs, collectors will pay despite complaining about the value. Alternatively, this could be a Rogue One Mega Battle Pack with 6 figures. Imagine your Shore Trooper plus 2 regular Stormtroopers. The pricing would feel premium, but those secondary market values on Rogue One troops justify significant expenses. Set 75445. Mandalorian movie set, $75. The first movie tie-in set hits the mid-tier pricing range with its 9+ age rating. This price and complexity level aligns with recent releases like the V-19 Torrent, ARC-170, or Jango Fett's Slave 1. Expect either a medium starfighter or modest playset. The timing suggests this relates directly to scenes or vehicles from the upcoming Mandalorian and Grogu film. Without knowing plot details, speculation remains limited, but LEGO's track record suggests practical vehicles or locations that translate well to brick form. Set 75446, Mandalorian movie set, $130. The larger movie set offers decent value at $130 for 1,200 pieces. The price and age rating align perfectly with major playsets like the recent Razor Crest, Ghost and Phantom 2, or Playscale AT-AT. A downsized but updated Razor Crest seems most likely, potentially reusing engineering from the previous version while reducing size for the new price point. Alternatively, this could be a Playscale AT-AT if the movie features significant Imperial presence. The piece count suggests substantial build complexity regardless of specific subject matter. Set 75447, Mandalorian movie set, $150. The pricing disparity with set 75446 creates intrigue here. Fewer pieces, 930, but higher price, 150. Suggests premium elements, complex engineering, or expensive licensing requirements. This could be the rumored Jabba Gladiator arena if the movie includes Tatooine sequences with the Hutt family. Alternatively, this represents the full-scale Razor Crest at modern pricing, similar to the original $160 release, but accounting for current cost structures. The reduced piece count compared to set 75446, despite higher pricing, demands explanation through build quality or included elements. June continues the movie tie-in theme with 2 additional Mandalorian sets targeting different age groups. Set 75460, Mandalorian movie set, 8+. The 8+ age rating suggests more accessible complexity while maintaining movie authenticity. This likely represents vehicles or locations suitable for your younger builders while still appealing to adult collectors. Set 75461, Mandalorian movie set, 12 plus. The 12 plus rating indicates significantly more complex building compared to set 75460. Expect advanced techniques, larger piece counts, or intricate details that challenge experienced builders. July 1st, 2026. The Premium Mystery. Set 75459, the 14 plus Enigma. This represents our most intriguing unknown, with its rare 14 plus age rating. LEGO rarely uses this specific rating. Most playsets target 9 to 11 plus, while UCS jumps to 18 plus. This suggests a premium display piece that's not quite UCS level, but definitely aimed at serious adult builders. The 14 plus rating implies sophisticated building techniques, expensive detail work, or complex engineering that younger builders couldn't handle. This could be something completely new to LEGO's approach, or a return to more challenging building experiences. The broader 2026 picture. Looking comprehensively at 2026, we're witnessing LEGO's most ambitious Star Wars year in recent memory. Over 20 sets, rumored for just the first half, represents unprecedented volume and variety. The thematic focus clearly shifts towards Mandalorian universe content and original trilogy elements, with potentially reduced Clone Wars presence compared to recent years. However, those mystery slots could still deliver significant prequel content if fan demand influences LEGO's decisions. Pricing remains consistently concerning across most releases. LEGO's record $5+ billion revenue proves they have resources for better value. They're simply choosing profit maximization over consumer satisfaction. The return of affordable sub-$20 sets offers hope for broader accessibility. The midi-scale line expansion beyond Starships opens exciting possibilities. Display collectors could see everything from ATSTs to pod racers receive the premium treatment. The 18 plus market is clearly growing, and LEGO's responding with sophisticated options for adult builders. What strikes me most about this lineup, though, is the sheer diversity. We're getting content spanning every major Star Wars era, original trilogy with busts and vehicles, prequel content with clone sets and the Venator, sequel elements with BB-8, and extensive Mandalorian universe material. LEGO's clearly attempting to satisfy every fanbase segment simultaneously. The Rogue One anniversary potential in those March mystery slots could address a major gap in recent releases. Updated Imperial troops, new vehicles, and proper anniversary celebration could satisfy fans who felt that film deserved better LEGO representation. 2026 will shape up as a year where LEGO either delivers on fan expectations or disappoints through continued overpricing and poor execution. The variety and volume are promising, but value and quality execution remain question marks. Your wallet is definitely going to face some serious decisions throughout the year.